We do go out there every 3 months just to kind of check, make sure like the house isn't burning to the ground, making sure the AC is, everything is good. I do my, 3 month checks or whatever the case may be. Me and my mama alternate. But other than that, that's kind of how we got into it. It started off as like a short-term renting investment, and it ended up being a long-term investment. And we wasn't really ready for the curveball, because with short-term renting, you get that fast money. You can, with Airbnb, you can get 3-4 bookings in a week, and that's easily $2,000-$3,000 in 1 week. So it kind of did slow us down a little bit, because now you go from making 1 month's rent in a week to now you're just making that in a month. So it was a big change for us. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be sitting here lying if I said it wasn't a change. It was a very big change, but I think everything in the end has a silver lining to it. And I think the reason why we are doing long-term leasing, maybe in the end, we're keeping the house is going to increase in value. Then when we sell it, we might make a humongous profit.
Right.
So that's how we got into that. And, still just holding on to that or whatever the case may be.
Wow. So what made you so driven, goal-driven? Because that's going to get into my next segment. Because, like I said, I really like what you said on the podcast with Trey. So I want to get into a couple of those topics and really like deep dive into what in your thought process or how you feel about certain things. But to scale back a little bit, what made you so goal driven to want to be full entrepreneur? Because a lot of people talk the talk, a lot of people can't walk the walk. Yes. Essentially. So what made you, especially going in the minutes with your mom and doing stuff that you do, what made you really want to be like, okay, I'm gonna put this to my mind and I'm gonna just run at it? What made you want to do it for real?
So I grew up in a single parent household with just my mom. My mom was a teen parent. She had me at 14 years old. So me and my mom practically grew up together.
Right.
So I think, my dad, we had our issues in the beginning. Now we have an amazing relationship. If you're watching this, I love you, Daddy. But before, it was kind of a little rocky. So and initially starting out, it was just me and my mom. That's all I knew was me and her. And so seeing a young parent, when I was in middle school, my mom was like 23 or something like that, so it was like she was young too, just figuring it out, seeing just the ambition and just the hustle she had. And it was just always, we just got to get it. I was raised up in a household with predominantly women. There was no male figure around. And, it's a toxic way. Now that I get older and I'm mature, Black parents, they do teach, especially if they have a daughter, it's kind of toxic what they're teaching us. And I'm just being 100. Like, our parents are teaching us as a Black woman, you don't need no man. Go to school, get this money, forget it. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was all that's all that was instilled in my head. So as I'm in school, it's just, that's the motto. I'm going to school, I'm getting money, I'm going to school, forget these dudes. Like, this is what it is. And just seeing like how my mom was back then, where it was just like always grind, go, and just struggling. It was just like, for me, I'm like, this can't be what it's going to be. Once I have control of my own court, it's not going to be this. Like, my biggest goal in life is to really literally give back everything to my mom times 10. My whole family, really, to be honest, because growing up in Richmond Heights, Florida, like, it was very closed off, and it was very like everybody know everybody. Nobody really makes it out over there. And so I took every opportunity to do what I can to go. Like, my mom, she likes to call me an opportunist in a good way, because when you hear the word opportunist, everybody think negative. They think you trying to leech. But me, I look at opportunist in a good way, because I utilize my resources. That's what you're supposed to do. If you have resources, utilize them. Nobody's saying leeching off somebody, but take what you can learn from somebody else and apply it to your life and go with it. So that's what I was big on that. Somebody was having a free something, I was there. Somebody had a marketing event, I was there. Somebody was like, anything. I even took advantage of free college.